The British royal family, long a symbol of tradition and stability, is facing unprecedented internal strife. The usually peaceful and harmonious Christmas season has been overshadowed by tension, intrigue, and royal disagreements. At the heart of the storm is Princess Anne, the steadfast royal known for her commitment to tradition and her no-nonsense approach to duty. Recently, Princess Anne is said to have sent a private and pointed ultimatum to her brother, King Charles, demanding that Queen Camilla be removed from her role in royal engagements. This demand has thrown the monarchy into turmoil, leaving King Charles caught in a difficult position. How did the situation escalate, and what are the underlying issues that could change the future of the monarchy? Princess Anne's bold stance is a direct challenge to the growing influence of Queen Camilla, who has faced increasing scrutiny from both the public and members of the royal family. Sources close to the palace have revealed that Anne's dissatisfaction with Camilla's conduct is not a new development, but rather the culmination of a series of actions that have caused deep concern among senior royals. The crisis came to a head during the Christmas season, a time traditionally associated with family unity and royal tradition. Instead, this year's festivities have sparked division and controversy, especially surrounding Queen Camilla's role and her decision-making. One of the key incidents that has fueled the growing rift between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla is the guest list for the Sandringham Christmas Walkabout. The walkabout, a beloved tradition where the royal family greets the public, was marked by a series of decisions that many in the royal family found highly contentious. Queen Camilla, who has been at the center of numerous royal discussions in recent years, allegedly made the controversial decision to include her ex-husband, Andrew Parker Bowles, in the walkabout, while also pushing for the exclusion of Princess Catherine's parents, Carol and Michael Middleton. This move has been described as a clear departure from royal protocol, and sources suggest that it has caused significant discontent among the senior royals, including Princess Anne. The inclusion of Camilla's ex-husband in a public royal event is seen as a major break from tradition. The royal family has always been known for its formality and adherence to established customs, especially when it comes to guest lists and public appearances. The fact that Camilla would choose to invite her ex-husband while excluding the Middletons, who have been key supporters of the monarchy, has raised eyebrows. For Princess Anne, whose loyalty to royal traditions is well documented, this was seen as an act of disrespect to the monarchy's established order. Anne's frustration with these changes led her to deliver a pointed message to King Charles, urging him to take action. Sources indicate that Princess Anne has expressed her concern to King Charles, warning that Queen Camilla's actions could jeopardize the monarchy's stability. According to insiders, Anne is particularly troubled by what she sees as a disregard for the monarchy's long-standing customs. Princess Anne, who has always upheld royal traditions, reportedly believes that Camilla's actions are eroding the institution's foundations. In her message to King Charles, Anne is said to have made it clear that she believes the monarchy could be in danger if these trends continue. At the heart of Anne's concerns is Camilla's increasing involvement in royal duties and her apparent attempts to modernize the monarchy. While modernization has been a goal for some members of the royal family, including King Charles, Anne has always been more conservative in her approach. She values tradition and is deeply committed to preserving the legacy of her late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. For Anne, any departure from tradition is seen as a threat to the monarchy's long-term survival. The growing tension between Anne and Camilla highlights a deeper divide within the royal family, one that pits tradition against modernity. Queen Camilla, on the other hand, sees her actions as necessary for the monarchy's survival in the modern world. Those close to Camilla argue that she is trying to bring the royal family into the 21st century by embracing a more inclusive and modern approach to royal duties. Camilla has often spoken about the need for the monarchy to evolve and remain relevant in a rapidly changing world. Her supporters argue that her decisions, including the inclusion of her children and ex-husband in royal events, are part of her effort to unify her mixed family with that of King Charles. In her view, the the monarchy must adapt to reflect the diversity of modern society. However, not everyone in the royal family agrees with this perspective. Princess Anne, who has always been a staunch defender of royal tradition, sees Camilla's actions as a betrayal of the monarchy's core values. Anne is reportedly unsettled by several of Camilla's previous actions, including her remarks about Prince George's future and her attempts to modify the royal tiara etiquette. Anne has been particularly vocal about Camilla's suggestion that her granddaughter might one day marry Prince George, which she views as an inappropriate and ambitious overreach. For Anne, these actions signal that Camilla is more interested in shaping the monarchy's future for her own benefit than in upholding its long-standing traditions. The conflict between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla is not a new development. The two women have had a complicated relationship for years, with tensions rising during the early years of Camilla's involvement with Prince Charles. Anne, who was a close ally of Princess Diana, found it difficult to accept Camilla's growing influence within the royal family. The tensions were further exacerbated by Camilla's former relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles, which allegedly caused lingering animosities between the two women. Anne's feelings of betrayal have only deepened as she watches Camilla's increasing power within the royal family. Anne, who has dedicated her life to serving the monarchy and preserving its integrity, is reportedly disturbed by what she perceives as Camilla's disregard for royal protocol and tradition. This has led Anne to make her ultimatum clear to King Charles: if Camilla's behavior continues, she will step back from her royal duties. King Charles is caught in a difficult position. As monarch, he must navigate the delicate balance between supporting his wife, Queen Camilla, and maintaining family unity. Sources close to the king indicate that he is deeply conflicted over the growing rift between his sister and his wife. Charles is said to value Princess Anne's steadfast commitment to royal duties and her dedication to tradition, but he is equally committed to supporting Camilla, who he views as an essential part of the monarchy's future. The tension between his familial obligations and his role as king has left Charles feeling torn. On one hand, he recognizes the importance of preserving the monarchy's traditional values, as embodied by Princess Anne. On the other hand, he is equally aware of the need for the monarchy to modernize in order to remain relevant in today's world. Camilla's initiatives to modernize the royal family align with Charles's vision for the future of the monarchy, but they have come at the cost of creating deep divisions within the family. Charles is reportedly working behind the scenes to find a solution that will appease both his sister and his wife. However, achieving this delicate balance may prove impossible. The king's position is made all the more difficult by the fact that any decision he makes could alienate one side or the other, potentially undermining the cohesion of the royal family and damaging the monarchy's public image. For Princess Anne, the current crisis is more than just a personal disagreement with Camilla. It represents a challenge to the legacy of her late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Anne, who has always been deeply loyal to her mother's vision for the monarchy, is reportedly disheartened by what she perceives as a departure from the values that Queen Elizabeth worked so hard to uphold. The ongoing scandals and public scrutiny surrounding the royal family have made Anne even more cautious about any actions that might further undermine the monarchy's image. Anne's concerns are not limited to the royal family's internal dynamics. She is also worried about the public perception of the monarchy, particularly in light of recent scandals and controversies. The monarchy's survival, Anne believes, depends on maintaining its image as a stable, cohesive institution that embodies tradition, duty, and public service. Any actions that deviate from this ideal could have serious consequences for the monarchy's long-term future. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation is the involvement of Prince William, who is said to be aligning himself with his wife, Princess Catherine, and her family. Camilla's alleged derogatory comments about the Middleton family's financial background have reportedly angered William, who is said to be fiercely protective of his in-laws. This has led to further tensions between William and his father, King Charles, with some insiders suggesting that William may be increasingly distancing himself from the royal family's more traditional elements. William's support for his in-laws has caused speculation that the growing rift between him and his father could widen, further complicating the royal family's already delicate situation. As the future king, William's position is crucial to the monarchy's stability, and his alignment with his wife's family could signal a shift in royal priorities. Royal experts have weighed in on the escalating tensions, offering a variety of perspectives on the possible consequences of the ongoing conflict. Dr. Emily Cartwright, a royal historian, argues that the dispute between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla reflects a larger struggle within the monarchy to reconcile modernity with tradition. Cartwright believes that while Camilla's modernization efforts are commendable, they must be implemented in a way that respects the monarchy's core values and traditions. The challenge, she suggests, is finding a balance that preserves the monarchy's long-standing identity while adapting to the changing times. James Whittaker, a royal commentator, highlights the potential damage to the monarchy's public image if these internal conflicts remain unresolved. He notes that the public seeks stability and continuity from the royal family, and any appearance of division could erode support for the monarchy. Whittaker argues that the monarchy's ability to present a united front is essential for maintaining its relevance and legitimacy in the eyes of the public. Professor Margaret Henshaw, a constitutional scholar, emphasizes the importance of King Charles's role in resolving the crisis. Henshaw argues that the king must take decisive action to reconcile the factions within the royal family, or risk alienating key supporters and undermining the monarchy's stability. If King Charles fails to address the growing tensions, Henshaw warns, the monarchy could face a period of unprecedented instability. As tensions within the royal family continue to escalate, the future of the monarchy remains uncertain. The dispute between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla is not just a personal matter. It represents a fundamental challenge to the monarchy's future direction. Will King Charles be able to find a solution that preserves family unity and ensures the monarchy's survival? Or will the rift within the royal family continue to deepen, potentially leading to lasting consequences for the institution? One thing is clear: the royal family is facing one of its most significant challenges in recent history. How they navigate this crisis will determine the monarchy's future, and the world will be watching closely as the drama unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates on this unfolding story, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for all the latest royal news and insights.